Okay. What's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to a Thursday edition of Morning Scone presented by Brock. Drew's in there. He's awake already. He's watching this. I can hear myself in the other room. Presented by Brock, the Baptist Orthopedic Clinic, Hudco Roofing, HudcoRoofing.com, restoredmotions.com, and ProCharge EV, ProChargeEV.com. All right, y'all. Hope you had a great night. Pels got a win last night, final game before the All-Star break, so they go in with a win over the Wiz. They were up big, but then ultimately let that lead slip away and had to kind of make a little bit of a late rally, but they came back and got it done. So the Pels win. I'd be one of the worst teams in the NBA. However, if you're paying attention, it doesn't meet all the criteria, but we might have a new angle on the NBA where kind of Otter told us teams that are on a 5-game road swing, the first game back, you bet against them. Well, the Pels are on a 4-game road swing, and first game back, the 14 and a half with Washington ended up being the right play. So anyway, if you're thanks for being there with us. If you're on YouTube, smash that like button, subscribe over the channel, Facebook, like the Matt Moscone page, share the post. We have there in the description on the thumbnail today. Saints have added their running back coach. So Clint Kubiak, by the way, formally announced by the Saints on Wednesday. So that is official. We knew it 2 weeks ago, and then it was reported that it was done right after the Super Bowl. And then, but the Saints have now formally announced Clint Kubiak, doing that on Thursday, late Thursday afternoon. But we also got word on Thursday that the Saints are adding Derek Foster as their running backs coach. So Derek Foster spent the last 3 seasons as the running back coach for the Chargers. And of course, Brandon Staley was fired. So with Jim Harbaugh coming into the Chargers, there's um, a new staff. So a lot of those guys there in LA with the Chargers are looking for new jobs. So Derek Foster, the last 3 seasons with the Chargers. Prior to that was the running back coach for Iowa, the Hawkeyes, for 3 seasons, and began his coaching career at Tennessee back in 2012. So um, college experience, major college experience, then getting into the NFL the last 3 years with the Chargers. Hang on one second, y'all. Drew's got that iPad a little too loud. I can hear it. Okay. All right. So Chargers obviously weren't great this past year. However, um, Austin Eckler was, one of the top all-purpose backs in the NFL here these last several years. And if you're New Orleans and you're thinking about what you're trying to accomplish, you really want to get Alvin Kamara to be back to the really productive level that he was. Now, bringing in Derek Foster as a running back coach, that won't hurt. I think the bigger consideration, obviously, is offensive coordinator and scheme and what you're going to do to maximize Derek Carr and get Alvin Kamara the football creatively, and that's on Clint Kubiak more so. But it doesn't hurt to add another one. So we're starting to see this offense come together. Andrew Janoko is the quarterback's coach. Um, he takes over for Ronald Curry, who's now in Buffalo. John Benton comes in as the offensive line coach, taking over for Doug Marrone. Clancy Barone remains, and if you remember, Barone and Janoko were co-offensive line coaches in Minnesota in 2021. I think I have the year right. Maybe no, it was 2018. In 2018, they were co-offensive line coaches, so they've worked together before. Saints run game last year was bad, 21st in the NFL in rushing yards, 31st in yards per carry. Alvin Kamara, one of his least productive seasons, he failed to get to 700 yards. Jamal Williams, who led the NFL in rushing touchdowns 2 seasons ago, as we all now infamously know, had won this season. It was the late touchdown against the Falcons. And you drafted Kendre Miller, and he showed some explosiveness, but also spent much of the year injured. So, in any event, Saints staff is coming together now. So, all right, we'll say some good mornings here. If you would smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, Facebook, like the Matt Moscona page, share the post. We appreciate y'all for being here with us as always. We'll get to your comments. So whatever you got, you know the drill. Fire away. Adam Parker, good morning, dude. Brad David, good morning. Tim Gotro, what up? Pat Huseman, good morning. Trivia Carter, what's good? Wendell Norman, Kenneth Mitchell, good morning. How about this one? Tim Gotro said, thanks for the AFR segment with the Locked On 49ers host. It's given me hope the Saints are serious about moving into the modern era of NFL football. Yeah, so we on AFR on Wednesday, we had Brian Peacock on, who's the host of Locked On 49ers. So it's a daily 49ers podcast, does a good job covering that team. And I wanted to have him on to get the perspective about Clint Kubiak. And if I were to oversimplify what he said, the 49ers offense wouldn't have materially changed whether Kubiak was there or not, because it's Shanahan. And Shanahan essentially is what he says, is a control freak, but does allow his assistants input. But he did kind of go into explanations of why a lot of the assistants have had success right when they've left San Francisco, and that was maybe the most encouraging thing about how like you don't necessarily like take the playbook and hand it out to your new team, but when you learn a lot of the concepts there, these coaches go and integrate them and put their own spin on stuff, and that's worked really well. Got a session this morning with Crystal Poche, going over the restored motions. I needed to. Told y'all I kind of slipped a disc. I went and saw Crystal a couple weeks ago. She got me back upright, thank God. Still just really sore and lower back tight, kind of going down into my left glute as well. So gonna get that demon worked out of my lower back today. Tell you all the time, man. You got pain, any kind of pain, don't live in it. I used to do that. I used to live in chronic pain, and just no more. I feel like I have a solution aside from uh, aside from pills, painkillers, and all this stuff. I mean, there's a solution. Book a session with Crystal over at Restored Motions. Larry Garner, good morning. Jay Borden, good morning. Bubba Smith, David Tolson, glad I'm not Bruce Wilkes. One season, he's gone. So, talking about 49ers defensive coordinator. Sorry, one second, y'all. It's Steve Wilkes is who you're talking about. So he got fired after one season. Kyle Shanahan said, quote, it just ended up being not the right fit. That's the thing where it is a little tricky when you're an offensive minded coach and you control that side of the ball. And you really hand over the defensive reins. Think about Sean Payton and Dennis Allen. Sean Payton ran the offense, Dennis Allen ran the defense, and it worked. But you got to get the right guy. And when it doesn't work, it can look like Steve Spagnuolo did in New Orleans, or it can look, which still is so mind-boggling, that Spagnuolo has won like 8 Super Bowls. All the places he's been. And his 1 year in New Orleans, he literally coordinated the worst defense in the history of the NFL. Like at that point, the Saints allowed more yards than any team in NFL history. Let's see. Bo Wegman, our engineer, told me this was stressing him out, that I have stress on the mic right there. Oh, man, where the camera go fuzzy? Come on. That annoys me. The camera just went fuzzy, and I have no idea why or how to get it back. Hmm. Well, that's annoying. I'm sorry that it's fuzzy now. I have no idea why. Um, Jerry G, good morning. Patrick Berglass, good morning. Did you and Eric go out to dinner for Valentine's? If so, where'd you go? We did not. Well, at first it was Ash Wednesday, but um, but no. I mean, if we're gonna go out, we're gonna need somebody to watch Drew, and it's kind of an ordeal. So we just Erica made breakfast for dinner, so we had like eggs and biscuits and stuff like that, and and did our Valentine's gifts and all that stuff. So we just stayed in. We'll go to dinner, maybe this weekend or so. Arg. What's up with that camera? There we go. Okay, we're back. Okay, we're back. There we go. Apologies. I don't know why that happened. Sorry. Um, all right. James McKinney, Lowell Cormier, Jerry G. Is Bleacher Report stupid? um, I don't know that Bleacher Report is stupid. I don't know who owns Bleacher Report. I tend to not pay attention to it. Uh, who bought Bleacher Report? Like a lot of the Time Warner bought Bleacher Report in 2012. I don't know if it's still owned by them. I don't know. Listen, a lot of the fan sites. Here's a this is what you've kind of seen in media, especially in print media. So it used to be that subscriptions for the daily paper created circulation, which drove ad revenue, right? So the physical newspaper, I mean, like people who would subscribe to the paper, you get it thrown on your lawn every day. You understand? When people would read the physical paper. Well, nobody reads the physical paper anymore. Like my 91-year-old grandfather does, my 74-year-old parents, they get the paper, but like nobody gets the paper, right? So everything has gone to web-based. Well, selling web-based impressions has been hard for some companies that aren't used to selling digital. Um, and so the only way some of them know how to do it is artificially creating impressions. So you get that's why you get clickbait stories, and that's why you just get a content just fire hosed, right? Um, with clickbait titles, because all you're trying to do is aggregate numbers, clicks and numbers as such. Um, so instead of paying a journalist $100,000 a year or more, whatever the salary would be, to do really in-depth reporting and journalism, they'll pay a fan site, you know, per click or a CPM, and just try to aggregate content and shove ads um, uh, you know, or subscription-based impressions through their ecosystem. Um, so um, like an influencer marketing type deal where you have your own code, or if you click through this page, you just put banner ads from a different company. If they click through, you get commissioned on it. So it's just a sheer numbers volume play, and you end up with pop-ups all over. So that's the anyway. Long way. I don't even know if you cared about all this with Bleacher Report, but the point is, when you look at the fan sites that are run by fans, like that's what it is. So the quality is way low. They're just looking at aggregating impressions. So state of journalism is sad. It just is. Jason H, good morning. How's Drew doing? Good, Jason. He's awake. Woke up at 7:24. We desperately have got to get Drew on. Like he just needs schedule and routine. So he's going back to school today and tomorrow and then the weekend, but then next week he's back at school. Daniel Roof, morning, Matt. It's going to be interesting to see how the LSU secondary plays out going into spring. I agree. Because I believe I was thinking about this and talked about it on the show a couple weeks ago, but I don't think there is a single person that I would say right now I would take a Sharpie and write in the starting lineup in the secondary. I mean, I hope Jordan Gilbert and Jair Brown become starters because you went to the transfer portal to get those guys, and they had been contributors at other Power Five places. Jair Brown, a corner at Ohio State, Jordan Gilbert, safety at A&M. Like I hope both those guys become starters. Um, but I would have thought, you know, J.K. Johnson, Denver Harris, all had a Deuce Chestnut had a really good chance of being starters last year. That didn't work out. So um, we'll see. Jerry G trading Alvin Kamara to Baltimore for a seventh round pick. Man, please. Um, who said they want to trade Alvin Kamara to Baltimore for a seventh round pick? I mean, that's stupid. Um, first of all, Kamara's contract. Um, he's got 18 million on the books this year. 18.8. His dead number is 17.2. If you're going to get rid of Kamara, it would be after this year when his cap hit next year is 29 million and his dead cap number is 10.1. So Kamara is going to be here in 2024. You're certainly not going to eat $18 million for a seventh round pick to get rid of Alvin Kamara. You're going to hope that with a new offensive coordinator, you maximize Alvin Kamara. So trading Kamara for a seventh round pick, now, like, who would even suggest that? Cajun Country, good morning. Wilkes getting fired in San Fran was a surprise. Always seemed to be well respected. Go Pels, let's keep winning. Oh, yeah, we are kind of talking about this a little bit ago whenever I got up to lower the iPad. So let's think about Wilkes or just having an offensive minded coach. So your defensive coordinator really is like the head coach of the defense, and so you have to have that autonomy. But like when Robert Saleh was there, they were great. And I don't think San Francisco's defense was bad this year by any stretch. They were really good at times. So that kind of goes to tell you that that was, I mean, it feels like like when you hear Shanahan say it wasn't really a fit, that feels like that was probably more of a personality thing than anything. Now let's see, the Niners in total defense were one, two, three, they were eighth in total defense and third in scoring defense. So it ain't like it was performance based. I mean, the defense was good. That's just probably a personality thing there. Jerry G, I know exactly what they're trying to do. It's not going to work. I don't know who you're talking about. Hunter Broadhead, good morning. Quentin Breakbill, what's up? James Hutchinson, good morning. Watching from Barbados, okay. Weston Weaver, good morning. Matt Plavidal, morning. What did you win at the whiskey raffle? I didn't. Came up empty, Matt, unfortunately. So we had the S&P whiskey raffle on Tuesday over at Fred's. I did have my tickets and came up empty. So no winners this year for your boy, but still great night. Raised almost $17,000. I wanted to hit 20. We didn't quite get there. We got to 16.9, which is great. And they'll split that between Baton Rouge Ancient Athletes and St. Lillian Academy. So thanks to everybody who participated. Antron Hemingway, good morning. How are you and the fam doing? Thought I'd say what's up. Wait, from North Carolina on a business trip. All right, man. Uh, Business trip, man. Go make that money. Appreciate you for being there, Antron. Have a good day, man. Be safe. Eric Hart, good morning. Today's my 40th birthday. What should I drink to celebrate? Well, happy birthday, Eric Hart. Hope it's an awesome one. Uh, all I have is coffee, so cheers to you. What should you drink to celebrate? Uh, well, Eric, first of all, I don't know what you have. Um, but I would say uh, just make a memory, man. Um, I love the I love the that line in Sideways, the wine movie where the guy, I don't know if you ever saw it, but if you never saw it, I'll explain. It's I'll go super condensed. Movie about wine. These well, it's not a movie about wine, but kind of anyway. It's kind of a rom com, but whatever. It's about wine. Guy has this really old, rare bottle of wine. He's saving for a special occasion. End of the movie, he ends up drinking it out of like a foam cup in a diner somewhere. And the the moral of the story is the you don't wait for a special occasion to open the bottle of blibbity blibbity blue. The day you open the bottle of blibbity blibbity blue is the special occasion. So go make the memory. So that's what I kind of abide by, Eric. Just go make a memory, man. It's your 40th. You got a beautiful family. Enjoy it with them and make a memory. Wait, hang on. Hey, come see. There's no way your backpack. Oh yeah, your backpack. Hey, let's have to tell you something. Today is Eric's 40th birthday. So I need you to sit with Daddy and sing happy birthday to Eric before you go back. Okay? Wait, come here. Come here. Come here. Hey, come here. We're going to sing happy birthday to Eric. Come see. Mom. Come see. Come see. Mom. We're going to sing happy birthday to Eric, and then you can go back and watch the iPad, okay? All right. You ready? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Happy. Oops. Oops. Happy birthday to Eric. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to Who is that? Drew. Drew. Okay, let's sing happy birthday. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. What was that? To you. Dear Eric. Okay, I think he's always saying Eric. Oh, that's why. No. Okay. Now you can go. He thought we were. He was confused. Eric. He thought I said Erica. He thought I said Eric, so he thought I was talking about. That's why I was saying mom. He thought I was saying Erica. He's like, it's not mommy's birthday. Well, Eric, you got you got kind of a half-hearted attempt there. You got a very confused Drew singing happy birthday, but nonetheless, happy birthday, man. Hope it's a great one. Charlie Cavell, what's up? Rocky Killian, Morning Matt. Terrible what happened at the Super Bowl parade. I know, man. That was awful. Just love people, man. I don't have anything to add. Deborah Coward, good morning. Abner Neal, good morning. Cliff Nelson, good morning, Uncle Scone. The blur can't stop us. Let's see. Hey, Dad, good morning. Cajun Country. Good Catholic Ash Wednesday dinner, right? Eggs and biscuits and juice. Might have thrown a little bit of champagne into the juice. Made a little mimosa. Randy Dabdoo put me on the jumbo screen. There you are, Randy. There you are, man. I love the beads. Great pick. Great Mardi Gras pick there. Bradley Abadi. What's up with Bleacher Report? Why are y'all going in on Bleacher Report today? Matt Luston, that you pointed out Bo's note. I can't unsee it. Oh, yeah, the wire. Well, Bo is going to come over. Bo Wegman, our engineer at Guarantee, is going to come over and help me. Like, I have everything like connected, but it's not set up nicely. Like, engineers know how to hide wires and make everything look like a studio. So none of this you see, but it's kind of driving me crazy. But yes, he saw that and was like, you're putting too much stress on that. Fix it. I was like, okay. Randy Dabdoob, love the new setup. Thank you, man. I'm enjoying it too. And honestly, last night, so we had I had a client request or potential client request a spec spot. So this happens often whenever we have a potential client, they'll request like when our account exec, our salesperson is meeting with a client, they'll request a spec spot. So they can go play something for the prospective client so they can hear what it would sound like if I were doing live read. So I had to do one. So had an AE send me a note that he's got a meeting with a client this morning and requested a spec spot. Well, yesterday was Valentine's. I didn't get it done before I left. And so last night I was about to get in bed. It was 11:30, something like that. I was like, oh, I forgot the spec spot. So I came in here and I did the spec spot at like 11:30 last night because I have a studio set up in here, which is awesome now. So anyway, yes, it's very functional. Brian Penn, good morning. Still in Phoenix. You broke down. Sorry to hear that, man. Make the most of it. Weather's probably better there anyway. So be safe out there, man. Appreciate you for watching as always. Brent St Germain, 100,000 a year for a newspaper journalist. That would never happen with a Gannett paper. Oh, that still happens. I mean, there are absolutely writers who make over six figures, but entry level jobs doesn't, and that's also why you've seen newspaper staffs slashed and combo coverage, or a conglomerate buy that owns several papers have one writer that covers several markets and stuff. And it still happens. I mean, there are still established writers that make well over that. Patrick Ramos. All right. Scott's coming out today doing inspection. Awesome. Love to hear that, man. Thank you so much. Of course, he's referring to. Um, he's referring to Scott Barnes over at Hudco. Give us a shout if you had any hail damage as a result of the storm on Sunday night, or think you might. Again, let us come give you that free, no obligation roofing inspection. Do business with someone you know. Hudco Roofing, HudcoRoofing.com. Thank you, Patrick. Appreciate it, man. Dale Broussard just tuning in to Facebook. We're on Facebook. Should definitely be on Facebook, Dale. Yeah, we're on Facebook. So yes, sir. Brian Wynn, good morning. Tiger Diver, good morning. Cliff Nelson, I have to get up early every Sunday, track down a New York Times paper for my mom before they sell out everywhere. Apparently, a lot of old people love that thing. Cliff, that just means you're a good son, bro. If you're waking up early on a Sunday to go get the New York Times for your mom to bring it to her, that's awesome, man. And you're a good man. You know that. That's awesome. I mean, not having to read the New York. I mean, you could just get your mom a New York Times online subscription so she could just read it online. But someone, they got to feel the paper. They got to feel the paper, right? Let's see, Jerry. That was Bleacher Report talking about trading Kamara to the Ravens. Okay. I was wondering, I'm like, what's the set up the Bleacher Report stuff this morning? Jerry saying happy birthday to Eric. Hunter Bam, morning. Did you complete your Weller Rainbow? I did. Thank you for noticing, Hunter. Right there, the last of the Wellers. I finally got it. The Weller Foolproof. So the one evasive Weller that I had yet to score, I finally got this week. So I made a trade. I gave up a significant haul for the trade, but I did make a trade for it. I wanted it, and I've got them all now. Thank you for noticing, Hunter. Ray Langlois, good morning from LinkedIn. Oh, hey, Ray. This is a monumental day, Ray. You are the first commenter ever on Morning Scone who's watching on LinkedIn. So for those that don't know, the streaming software I'm using allows me to stream to many different platforms at once. So I'm streaming to OneStream, to YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, and I can add others, and I probably will as well. But Ray, you were the first ever commenter from LinkedIn. So thank you for being there. For those who are watching on LinkedIn, please, connect with me there on LinkedIn. We appreciate it. Okay, Jerry, here's all the Drew comments. Juan, how about the Pels not covering last night? Hey, man, talked about it like the long road swinging in the first game home. Love it. Eric Hart, thank you for the perfect birthday gift to start my birthday. Of course, man. Well, thank Drew. It was a little iffy on the song there, man, but absolutely. Hope you have a great day, dude. Christian, Drew's not about screen time on Dad's show this morning. At least Drew had happy birthday to Eric Hart. Mikey Boombats, good morning. Jim Arsenault, good morning. Love to Drew. Thank you, Jim. Appreciate it, man. Jason H. Word on Chad Johnson. Thank you. I need to follow up with him. I'll do that today. Von Bluesman, good morning. Thomas Lamont, Scott was at my house yesterday. Finished up my new roof. Looks great. Thank you, Thomas. Appreciate that. Of course, y'all. HUDCO Roofing, HUDCOroofing.com. If you had or think you might have issue with hail, wind, rain from this past weekend, let us come do a free, no obligation roofing inspection. Most importantly, ignore the door knockers. I mean, I feel like talking to our crews, it's just incredible, man. The people, the homeowners that have 5, 6, 7 roofing companies knocking on their door, like just cockroaches, man. Anyway, thank you for giving us a shout. 3641007, 3641007. Let's see a couple more. Thank you, Cliff. Smash that like button. Timothy Fontenot, good morning. Antron Hemingway, why would the Saints trade Alvin for a 7th round? No way. Doesn't make sense financially or for what you're getting. Chris Elaine, let me hear from my own MySpace account so I can be the first commenter here. That would be funny. I don't know if I can connect to MySpace actually, but if I could, I would. I had a MySpace back in the day when MySpace and Facebook were battling it out for world domination and supremacy. I think Facebook won. Brendan McGlynn, what's up, Brendan? Good morning, man. Hope you're doing great. Rick Manuel, good morning. Great to see you there as well. Okay, y'all, I think we are just about done. Thanks as always for watching. We always appreciate our friends over at Brock, the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. If you need an orthopedist, they're the best. We tell you all the time. Look, 6 locations across the greater Baton Rouge area. And great friends and sponsors of ours here for a long time. And of course, HUDCO Roofing, HUDCOroofing.com. And I'm going to drop Drew off at school this morning. Then I'm going to see Crystal over at Restored Motion. So practice what I preach. I'll book a session. If you have pain, just book a session with Crystal Poche over at Restored Motions. You'll be thrilled that you did. RestoredMotions.com. Okay. Y'all have a great day. See you for AFR3. Peace.